really helpful tips for you. When it comes to resumes, more doesn't always mean better. I want to prove to you that creating a shorter, simpler resume will actually help you get more interview callbacks than longer ones, even if you feel like they have helpful information about your experience and skills. One of the most common mistakes I see candidates making when applying for the jobs they really want is overcomplicating their resume. More doesn't always mean better. There's a quote I really like by 𝐅𝐅𝐄𝐄. The role of genius is not to complicate the simple, but to simplify the complicated. Last year, Apple sold just shy of 98 million iPhones. First, let me start by saying that I'm a huge fan of Apple and have nothing against them, but there's a reason why they're able to sell so many iPhones year after year when the latest model is almost identical to the one before it. It's because they know how to market their product to their target audience. Now, the reason I bring that up is because aren't you as a candidate just marketing yourself to your target employer? Once you start thinking about your job hunting experience as one big marketing campaign, it changes how you view and go about your efforts. I think the key to true self-marketing is to mirror the example of some of our most popular brands like Apple, Nike, Starbucks. They all have some things in common, and my favorite is how they highlight their products. Now, here's why Apple is great at selling themselves. First, they resist the urge to give out every detail and instead focus on the best parts of their products. If they gave out every detail about the techniques their employees use to build the iPhone or every back-end code that goes into building the application store software, we as consumers wouldn't care one bit. But they keep to the features that we'll care most about as consumers, like the super strong titanium build or the all-day battery life. They also don't put all their ideas in one product, but instead spread key features across multiple products that build off each other to create a well-rounded and cohesive product line. If they talked about each product's identical features, we wouldn't feel the need to buy both their phone and watch or MacBook and iPad. However, they've done a great job at mastering the ability to talk about each product's unique features as something that can help build off and connect to the other products in the line. So how can we take those same principles from Apple's marketing techniques and put them into our own resume? Number one, you need to resist the urge to include every little detail about your job history in your resume. Especially if you have a lot of experience, list the most recent job you've had at the top and then list the next 2 or 3 other jobs that you've had in the past. What I'd consider as the top contenders would be the ones that match the closest to the job you're applying for. Next, don't highlight the same things in every job. If you're applying for a customer support role, for example, maybe you list your customer satisfaction highlights in one job and your teamwork accomplishments in the next. And lastly, don't list all your job responsibilities you had in each job. Be like Apple and highlight the top features, or in other words, your biggest accomplishments and impacts from each job you list. You can even list number stats to back up your highlights. For reals, do it. Us recruiters, we love that. So remember to be like Apple and highlight the best features. Don't give them too much info and diversify which highlights you're giving from each job so you can paint a well-rounded picture for the recruiters. The easier you make it for them to see your selling points, the faster you'll start getting interview callbacks. I've also included some helpful resources and guides in the description below, or if you'd like to stay up to date on the launch of our premium career elevating course that we're going to be launching, click the link on the description below. Save this video so you can come back for a nice reminder in the future, and until then, we'll see you in the next video.